Here, it's just constant flux of change. And people don't like that, guys, especially bass anglers. Bass anglers want stability. They do not want change. And that is one of the things that has really hurt the Bass Pro Tour, in my opinion, is they did not create a business model and stick with that business model. They kept trying to tweak it and improve it and do this or that, and nothing has really stuck. Nothing has really taken hold of it. And now the problem, and the point of this video I want to talk about, is they've decided this year they're going to cut the field down to 50. So it had been 80 some in the past, and I think it was even more than that before that. Now they're cutting it down to 50. And a lot of the anglers are super mad about this, because what has happened is you've got a bunch of guys that made a commitment to fish the Bass Pro Tour. They left everything they had to go fish the Bass Pro Tour, and now they're out. And they're just basically out on the street. And when you are fishing a top level circuit like the Bass Pro Tour or the Bassmaster Elite Series, and you have sponsor contracts that are dependent upon those fishing those circuits, and then you get kicked out of the organizations, it destroys people's livelihoods. That's one thing a lot of tournament organizations don't understand. The decisions that they make affect families, and they affect people big time. So now you got a bunch of people that got kicked out, and on top of that, you got some people that are leaving, like Andy Morgan and Jeremy Lawyer. They both left. They had requalified. They decided not to fish it. And the big reason for that, like what they mentioned, and a lot of other people, is nobody likes that catch-all-you-can format that they have. This sport was established, and it has a tradition and a heritage on a 5-fish limit or 7-fish limit like it used to be. You catch your 5 biggest fish, and that is what bass fishing is. This whole thing about catching 100 2-pounders by looking at a cheater box, that just doesn't cut it. People don't like that, and that's that's why a lot of these guys are choosing not to fish, because even though they change the format all the time on Spotlighting, they instead of all day long, you can do it the 2 periods or this period or 30 minutes or 3 hours a day or whatever. It doesn't matter. They're going to catch their fish in a short period of time with that. And then they usually don't catch anything else after that. But that particular format of catch all you can is extremely friendly to the spotlighters. And the traditional hammers like Andy Morgan, guys that go out and fish for 5 or 6 bites a day, they can't compete against that, or they struggle to compete against that. And so this is just another one of those things that has been a negative to the sport. Now, some people say, well, I like that, but most people don't. Most people want to see their 5 biggest fish. They don't want to see you catch 100 2-pounders or 100 pounders casting at a mega school that you found with a spotlight machine. That's just not what they want to see. They want to see Andy Moore